4MV went absolutely wild in the fourth game of day 1 of the PMGC 2024 Grand Finals. 23 eliminations in a single game, and it was pure destruction. And Doc, he dropped 11 elims alone. Now this was the 4MV we all wanted to see. The classic 4MV, which honestly we all thought we'd lost them in this PMGC. But they pulled off a masterclass. And with a 33-pointer game, they shot straight to the top of the leaderboards.
Almost solo. The rest of Team Spirit can't move into help, but in comes the Vicious with that sideswipe angle. NigmaGalaxy as well. They're fighting on two fronts. Apex has been knocked, Redox goes down then, and Ralph is low, taken away as well. That comes through from the nade from Reapers. 2 eliminations found and 4MV up to 15 elims.
So today in this video, let's relive the brilliancy from 4MV in the Grand Finals of PMGC 2024. Make sure to subscribe if you enjoy, and let's get straight into it. We have a plane path moving from Novorepnoy towards the northern Georgia Pool. 4MV started in their usual drop, the military base, and the zone completely favored them. A full southern circle. Now this was perfect for them. They looted up quickly, took position near the military bridge, and waited for teams that had no choice but to rotate through. And right on cue, Na'Vi and NigmaGalaxy got into an early fight near the bridge. Now 4MV's Apex, positioned on a ridge behind them, got picked off by Flip. He was likely there to scout rotations, but this didn't go as planned. Now here's where Lemon made a mistake. He pushed to confirm the knock, thinking he was isolated, but he completely misread the situation. And Reefus punished him immediately, securing 4MV's first elimination. After that, 4MV rotated back to military base and resumed looting.
NigmaGalaxy, another player looking to eat dust here, but it is 4MV, in fact, getting the backline here of Na'Vi. I think Na'Vi forgot the original droppers over here on Sosnovka.
We were bored on the military base. You merely rotated here. It's 4MV lay claim to the mountaintop there. Apex.
Now before the second circle even closed, 4MV took control of the hill just outside the military base. And when the third circle formed, it was exactly where they wanted. Their positioning now gave them a golden opportunity to gatekeep teams trying to enter the zone. Now by the fourth circle, the zone favored Team Spirit. But 4MV still held high ground control, which was crucial. Meanwhile, Thundertalk Gaming and DRX got locked into a fight. And this was basically the end for both. The winner would barely survive, and 4MV was waiting to shut them down. Now at the same time, Apex knocked Voindonkey's potato, and 4MV shifted focus onto them. Meanwhile, DRX avoided their fight with Thundertalk and tried to rotate towards the right hill of military base. And Thundertalk, knowing 4MV was up ahead, followed them, which was a bad move. Because during their rotation, Doc knocked Thundertalk's Y, and while some players barely made it to the zone, 4MV's superior position meant they had no escape.
There, maybe on a hovercraft potentially, to be able to get through as quick as he did. Thundertalk going to try and send towards the roadside, but getting lit up by Apex. And the second as well, soon to follow. 4MV staying alive, 7 elims and 4 players. Let's see what they could do from the southwest side.
Apex was then sent to hold the compound below while the rest of the squad locked down the high ground. 4MV then wiped Voindonkey, completely securing the left side of the zone. Now, they shifted focus to the southern right, where DRX, Guild, and Influence Rage were holding. DRX fell first, and Doc in peak form landed a perfect nade on the remaining Na'Vi players, wiping them both in one explosion.
Got the purple massive over towards the western side. Huge from 4MV, completely obliterates Na'Vi.
Able to take down the remaining players of Na'Vi. Doc with a big nade over the top. It's been a while since we started to see that sort of pressure. And now 12 elims found for 4MV.
Now Guild tried to push Influence Rage, but Team Spirit and 4MV third-partied them instantly. Influence Rage then had no choice but to rotate, and as soon as they stepped out of cover, they were deleted by 4MV.
Ralph and Redoc's going to make things a little bit stickier on the west. Incilio looking to try and slow down Influence Rage, and seemingly it's going to be fairly successful. But it's 4MV, the main benefactors here. There is a knock sent back their way, but will that be a flush? Will that be taken away? I'm not entirely sure. Doc on that forefront does have a teammate right next to him. Apex is already going for the res, and Influence Rage will not be able to make it into this circle if Lil Boy doesn't get his skates up.
14 eliminations so far here on our angle. 4MV looking to start a fire.
Next, Nigma Galaxy fell to Reefus, clearing the entire southern left side for 4MV. Now at this point, the final 3 threats were the Vicious on the northern left, Incilio and Team Spirit battling on the right, and Team Spirit's Matic, who was sent to control the center and hold an angle on Incilio. But he stood no chance against 4MV, and once they took him down, they controlled the majority of the zone. Now it was obvious, this was 4MV's game to win. Incilio got wiped by Doc, Team Spirit collapsed soon after, and that left 4MV versus the Vicious in a 4v3 final fight.
Looks to try and shut that down, but is it going to be able to find the crash all the way on the wraparound? The backline certainly not so lucky as Apex crest the ridgeline over towards their high ground counterpoint. On the east edge, they have the blue zone pushing. Fash has to step up. Redlick as well. Incilio not long for this one.
Doc is going insane inside this game. 8 eliminations. The nades have been flowing thick and fast. The Baron of the zone, the Apex Predator of the circle. And Doc, he needs no introductions.
Team Spirit on the rollout. One player dropped by the wayside. It's Kitsune and Effects to move into the rest of the match. Spray down over towards 3TN, and 3 teams remain. The Vicious on the off angle. 2 players there. Team Spirit as a duo as well, but it is 4 players for 4MV. Riding high. Over towards the high ground as well. Nades around the edge, and it is the first to fall. Effect is out.
Vicious with 2, but Kitsune right now looking like easy prey for 4MV. Kitsune looking to take his fate into his own hands. A Molotov drops to the ground, the nil burns to a crisp. Kitsune is out. Now down to 2 players, the Vicious and 4MV. 21 eliminations, looking to break their previous record.
4MV closed the game with authority, securing one of the most dominant performances in PMGC history.
Once these last 2 players go as the crossfire on the nades, this is dangerous. Okay. Uh-oh.
Classic Doc back in action.
Oh no.
You hate to see it. The Vicious though currently on the outer edge at the moment. 4MV holding a lot of space. Doc gives his life for the rest of the team. A lovely shot from Baron. Now 1 more left remaining, and Reefus looks to finish it off. And it's 4MV with 23 eliminations and a chicken dinner on our last angle of the day.
From last chance to the top spot here with a massive chicken dinner. 4MV make themselves known.